This tree has a heart. And the root of the tree turns out to be an old woman. She's been buried here for more than 10 years. This old woman has a big secret. It is raining hard that day. And this woman is about to feed the monstrous old woman. She is Vinayak's great-grandmother, chained up in a separate room. Vinayak and his younger brother Sadashiv decides to feed their great-grandmother by their own. They've never entered this room before. Vinayak orders Sadashiv to enter the room. Luckily, their mom appears in time and scolds at the kids. Because they may be eaten by the great-grandmother, their mom enters the room and uses a special knife to cut her nails. The whole family always takes good care of her because she knows how to find the treasure the day their dad passes away. So the mother proposes leaving Tumbaad for Pune. However, Sadashiv has an accident. He gets badly hurt after falling from a tree, forcing his mother to take him for help. She tells Vinayak he will have to feed his grandmother that night. She also warns him that, if the old woman wakes up, he should say the name Hastur to make her sleep. Hastur is the son of goddess of prosperity. It's time for the old woman to eat. As Vinayak tries to feed her, the monstrous and hungry old woman attacks and shackles him to eat him. Luckily, he eventually remembers Hastur's name and uses it to make her fall asleep. Meanwhile, Sadashiv dies on the way to the doctor, so his mother returns. And the next day she and Vinayak leave Tumbaad for Pune. She forces Vinayak to promise never return to Tumbaad. 14 years pass, and Vinayak grows up desperate to escape his life of poverty. Vinayak returns to Tumbaad. He enters the separate room where the old woman used to live. He thinks she has died. However, the old woman, with now a tree growing out of her body, warns him he will be cursed to turn into a monster like her. If he touches the treasure, the old woman wants to end her prolonged suffering, so she tells about the goddess of prosperity. She is the symbol of unlimited gold, and the earth is her womb. There is a well leads to the goddess's womb where Hastur dwells. Finally, Vinayak finds the treasure. It is the goddess's gold. He offers his first gold coin to the opium merchant Raghav to pay off a debt. From then, he leads a rich, happy life. One day, he gets 16 gold coins, but Raghav doesn't have enough money to pay him. Raghav follows Vinayak to the Tumbaad mansion. However, Vinayak has discovered that, so he tricks Raghav into descending into Hastur's well. Vinayak gets out of the well, and there are some gold coins in his hands. Seeing that, Raghav immediately descends into the well. He then finds out a box, but there's no gold coin inside it. There is another well. There are only wriggling walls all around. He then discovers an iron box, and there's a doll inside. After he hears a strange noise, Hastur has appeared and viciously attacks Raghav, turning him into a monster and mutating him into the walls of the womb. At this time, Vinayak arrives. He deliberately puts the doll inside the box. It turns out that Hastur has been hungry for years. He desires flour, so he makes dolls out of dough to lure Hastur inside the goddess's womb. While he is distracted by the food, Vinayak swipes at Hastur's loincloth containing the gold. Then he climbs up a long rope before Hastur finishes eating. Vinayak regularly repeats the procedure to steal dropped coins. After that, he gets married to a pretty woman. 14 years later, Vinayak is weak and unable to climb up and down, so he decides to take Pandurang, his son, to the mansion to train him for the same purpose. One day, Pandurang reveals he has already collected 19 gold coins, so Vinayak lets him descend the well. At first, they have to make dolls so that Hastur will appear. Vinaya tells his son not to bring the doll down. He just wants his son to familiarize with the environment. Pandurang is a bit frightened. In fact, he secretly brings a doll and Hastur unexpectedly attacks. Vinayak arrives in time and rescues him. Pandurang still tries to steal dropped coins. Getting out the well, he gives these gold coins to Vinayak, but Vinayak chides him for nearly getting them touched. Therefore, Vinayak doesn't allow his son to come near the well. He shows Pandurang the gold coins he has. They can lead a rich life with these coins. But Pandurang suggests stealing Hastur's loincloth by making dozens of dolls to distract Hastur. That night, they make dozens of dolls. However, thing is not like they thought. When Vinayak takes out 2 dolls, 2 Hasturs appear. Then the 2 of them become trapped inside the womb. With no hope of escaping, Vinayak ties the dolls to his body to act as bait. Once the coast is clear, Panjarang climbs back to the surface to see his father being mutated into a monster outside the well. Vinayak presents him with the fell loincloth that he stole from Hastur, but Panjarang refuses to take it, sobbing at seeing what his father turned into. Panjarang reluctantly sets Vinayak on fire and leaves. Like, share and subscribe my page if you like this video.